Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another video. No introduction for this video, okay? None whatsoever. Let's just get right to it. First of all, I know what you're thinking. I know. Girl, what's that on your face? Because there's so many pimple patches out there right now. Y'all don't recognize pimple cream. All right? I already did my skincare routine. I came on here. I don't have time to be changing it up for YouTube. We are all family here. First off, I think I might start an Instagram. And on my Instagram, I think I might do outfits of the day. This is what I'm wearing in my little office. See? There go my chair with my sweater and everything. That's the first thing. I haven't done one of these videos in a while. Has anybody been watching Southern Hospitality? WTF on Southern Hospitality. I just saw episode 11. It took a whole season and a whole bunch of ghost fake tears in order for Emmy to actually issue a genuine apology. And they keep saying microaggression. That's not microaggression, honey. That's blatant racism. You're saying that this African American man came banging on your door and threatening to come in and all this stuff happening. And it wasn't until they got to DR and you offended another person of color, that person who is Dominican, and he's trying to explain to you. And then the thing about it, she did in the confessional, she said, I apologized the first time just to shut him up. Just to shut Brad up. I apologized the first time. What? Then you went on your confessional and you berated this man again. And then you said, I do stuff for attention. 11 episodes. Until you realize what you was doing was wrong and has a negative and adverse effect on this man and could potentially affect his life. Forget his livelihood, his life. You understand what I'm saying? And it took you this long to realize it? Hold on a second, guys. It took you this long to realize it? Girl, what? And then the crazy part about it is that Lake Mama had to come on the show on a call and cuss her out to let her know, like, why would you be riding for this girl? And then after, what's his name? Michaels. I think that's how they say it on the show. Had to berate her. And then, this is the thing she said in her confessional, episode 1, I do stuff for attention. And she claimed it's because of her ADHD. Okay? Michaels told her off. Then she started with the fake tears again. And then people was like, we're going to give you a chance to talk and get it all out. In the midst of her talking, Maddie scared of some cat. Joe Bradley over there running around trying to get the cat out of the way. And because nobody was paying attention to her theatrical performance of fake tears, she got mad. Maddie go to perform. She don't want to be there because the attention's not on her. Then Molly go check on her. Molly, the thing about Emmy berated Molly, called her fat, all kind of stuff. And then Molly go check on her because, you know, Molly have a heart. And then you're going to turn and tell Molly Michaels was the reason why you got fired. Like he had that power. He's the reason they asked him if he should if he recommends you get it fired or not, and he said that you should. All because he shut you down, made you fake cry. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nobody's watching this show because why isn't people up in arms about this? Y'all up in arms about Sierra West on Summer House. Screw West. Let West wants to go be with his gremlin or whatever it is. Now, it's not a nice thing to say. But I do not think that Amanda is attractive. I don't care. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And she's on the side of the beholder's eye. You can't see her. People are saying you don't drag them because of the mental health issue. What about Ciara's mental health? I'm just saying that's all I gotta say on that. And good for you, Ciara. Good for you on standing on business with all the things that they try to throw your way. Looking forward to the reunion. Anyway, that's my situation. Y'all up in arms about Wes and Ciara mess. You know what I mean? And his gremlin. What about neither one of them is attractive? Let them have each other and move along about your business. And I think that's where Ciara's mindset is. But at the end of the day, love is love. And you suffered a heartbreak, so she's grieving. But nobody's up in arms about what's happening on the show. So just in case you was not watching Southern Charm. Is it Charm? No, Southern Hospitality. Lord God, I'm getting the shows wrong. Southern Hospitality. Y'all go watch that. It's almost to the end. Because I'm like, ain't nobody talking about this. This is wild. There's wild stuff happening on this show. Bravo. Y'all been getting out of hand these days. The stuff y'all showing. I mean, it's real life. I mean, stuff, you're showing stuff that actually happened in real life. But I'm like, this is wild. Also, a Peacock original. MIA. I said I was going to give it a 1 episode try. I made it all the way to episode 6. I am pissed off. I am pissed off and pissed on and all the P's and P's and PPP's, okay? Because WTF. On this show, y'all go watch it. It's relatively new on Peacock. On this show, this girl wanted to get into her family business of dealings, okay? She didn't like it when the dealings came down to trafficking young women. And so she decided to let these women go free. And if you watch enough gangster movies, you know the consequences for those actions is death. Why her family didn't explain to her, hey, honey bunny, you're 21, and if you want to be in the family business, I need you to know the pros and the cons. I'll have her family ride for that. So she watched as her family got executed. My whole thing about that situation, you watch as your family got executed, and now you on a revenge mission to kill all the men, the 12 men that executed your family. But for some strange reason, you don't feel like you was at fault. These people been running for these gangsters for 20 plus years. They said that on the show. And your behind came along and messed it up for them, and now they're dead. And at no point did you say, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe if I had to choose between my life and my family life, I should choose my family. Sad to say, but true. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know. The show was annoying me a lot because she's not socially aware of a whole lot of stuff. And it's not like her family tried to shelter her from stuff. She didn't know, like, she had to change her identity. And she went on a job interview at a job placement place, and they offered to pay her $10 an hour as a maid. And for some strange reason, she felt like she could negotiate something better. She was like, yeah, $10 an hour is not good enough. I'm well qualified in X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. The good thing, I think the thing that held me onto the show a little bit longer was the fact that she had a Haitian friend. And the Haitian friend had to tell her, like, this is not your world anymore, honey. This is how it is for people like us. It's a good show. I'm just annoyed. I feel like the premise could have been something else. Like her family got wrongly accused of something and got executed because of a wrongdoing that had no fault of her or their own. And then I could ride with the show like I would have been in there like, yeah, girl, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I can't even ride with you, sis, because this is all your fault. It's all your fault. And you over there on a revenge thing, a revenge train. But did you... It took her until episode 6 to realize that this was her fault. After making mistakes after mistake after mistake, and it had to take one of the girls that she freed to tell her, leave me alone. You are ruining my life. You know what I mean? Watch the show. I haven't done one of these in a while. You guys let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.